Boom! At the open, all-time high for the S&P 500.
It's your boy Jimmy. Jimmy.
Now what's worth doing is worth doing for money.
Straight from y'all street to Wall Street.
Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil, doesn't make up happen.
Dudes wake up, hope their girl turned on so they can get a little bit. Only woman in the morning, I wanna turn on this. Becky quick. While the average man looking at this act like she fine as it. I'm over here looking at tails and whips like 5'6". I left the mayhem for the market. Now I don't want a dope spot, I want to stop it. I know that booty got dropped, triggered my stop losses, but I ain't got time for your wop. My V-wops crossing. Rich with hot V's and pushing hot strategy and plans to make grand. Still in my wife beater, Batman pajamas, house slides, and about 5 hot picks for the day. Cause I like the way the Dow bounces. 4 hot dips on call, so I got options. 2 with a lot of volume, 1 with a double bottle. Now I know dumb money don't understand. Am I talking about my trade or just thinking with my MACD? You see, we different in the way we move. You move with kittens and your dog, I move with bears and bulls. I got a green thumb, roll with the marijuana. Waking up with the fun, some commas. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, big profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and die. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETL, make profits. I jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. Yeah. See, me and Jim Cramer been talking mad money. Said today I'm taking a risk. They got the feds coming, but I got support here with me. I call a short squeeze. You get the drop, pull the trigger, and abort these. If she stay on my watch list, I might have to wife her. But I know better. I'm a true trading group lifer. Call up the Wolf of Weed Street. It's time to flip some profits. Go ahead, be hawking. Get your spot here. I'll double top that in the head and shoulders. Hit him up with this resistance. Watch him roll over. Cause I see John Wicks in contract. If I say I make $1 million a day, well, that's a large cap. You moving average, that's why you get crossed. Get split, get delisted, and knocked off. And I'm setting the whole block off. I'm buying GameStop and selling them roadblocks off. Jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them making profits while I'm still in my same making profits. They used to watch me move them packets. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETF. Hey, my family. Hey, go, what we doing, my man? Hey, make profits. Hey, Shug, Mike, what we doing? Hey, make profits. Yo, Wolf, Professor, what we doing? Hey, make profits. That TTG money gang. Hey, making profits. We some snipers.
Hey, yo, what's up, everyone? What's going on, folks? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. Another fantastic day inside of the TTG chat room. Members are crushing it right now as we speak on SAVA, SAVA, big time short squeeze. Great trade for us today on Tesla, using the exact lesson that I gave you guys last night on this live stream about relative strength and relative weakness to identify high probability trade setups. If you caught my live stream last night, that was the lesson. We used it literally today to catch another big time win, 30% gain on options there for the TTG fam. It's another great day, but tomorrow it's going to be even better because tomorrow is a day we've all been waiting for. Are we going to get 50? Are we going to get 75? Are we going to get 100 basis points from the Fed? Tomorrow is probably the single most important day of the entire year. It can dictate what the market's going to do for the rest of the year. It's going to dictate what my call is on how we finish into the year. I've got a call. Is it going to be right? I'm going to have a lot more clarity on that after tomorrow, as will the rest of my TTG family. Welcome to the TTG live stream. My name is Michael Edward, former award-winning hedge fund trader, but now the current head trader at True Trading Group. And I've been doing this for about 16 years. Began my career working at a fund in New York City. My first job out of college. Then 2008 happened, and that was the Great Recession when the stock market crashed, but also the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. I am now the head trader at True Trading Group, though, and together with my team of 9 other professional trading mods and an over 20-person staff, we have helped thousands of traders and investors all over the world from all walks of life learn to trade and profit consistently. TTG is now the fastest growing and highest rated premium online trading education platform that combines university level trading and investing courses, premium stock market tools, workshops, and mentorship for stocks, options, futures, crypto, for day trading, for swing trading, even for long-term investing. We take that university level curriculum and we combine it with today's top financial tools that are worth over $5,000 a year on their own. And we give you access to the TTG fam, nearly 10,000 of the most educated, supportive, helpful, and successful community of traders and investors. And of course, all of our real-time trade alerts from myself and the other pro trading mods that have been able to maintain a cumulative win rate of just around 80% for the last 2 years. We are a family at True Trading Group, folks. We leave no trader behind. If you are new to this channel, make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Make sure you turn on your notifications so you never miss out on any one of these streams. And that's never been more apparent than it is right now here today, because literally on Friday, I was live right here on this YouTube channel at 3 p.m. Eastern for Power Hour. And I told you guys, SAVA, watch list for the swing trade. SAVA, swing trade. If it holds 30, it's got a chance to squeeze into the low 40s. Well, what happened today? SAVA held 30. What happened yesterday? It held 30. And today, now, the stock currently sits just at underneath $40 a share. You guys take a look at this SAVA chart. Boom. Look at that candle. Absolute monster. There's 30. We held 30, and then there's your rip your face off short squeeze directly from Friday's live stream. This is why you guys don't want to miss out on these live streams. Okay, so make sure you subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, turn on your notifications, make sure you never miss out on them. More on SAVA in a minute, but we've got some other topics to discuss here. I'm going to get back to SAVA. I'll tell you what I think about what happens to this position now. Okay, I'll tell you where I think the stock goes from here. So more on that in just a moment. But we got some bigger fish to fry. Tomorrow, you get in the Fed meeting. Okay? You get in the Fed meeting. Okay? Is the 2020 stock market crash about to get worse? How can you guys make money from it? Time's finally come. We're getting 50 basis points tomorrow. We're getting 75. We're getting 100. What's it going to be? Is the 2022 stock market crash about to get worse? I'm going to explain to you guys how myself and the members of True Trading Group are going to be making money from that no matter what happens, because I've got a very specific game plan. I got a specific game plan whether we get 50, 75, or 100. The expectations are for 75 basis points. But if the markets if the Fed gives you 100 or if the Fed gives you 50, you're going to have complete different reactions. So instead of being predictive and instead of trying to predict what the Fed's going to do, instead of trying to predict what Jerome Powell is going to say, rather, I'm going to react. I have very specific game plans based on the numbers that I hear tomorrow. And I have 3 game plans. I'm going to go over those game plans with you here today so that you are prepared and you have a plan on how to make money through all of this going into tomorrow. I'll be live with my TTG family at that 2 p.m. Eastern time frame when the announcement is made. So members, make sure that you guys are in chat. If you're not a member, now is the time for you to become one, because tomorrow is going to be a major market moving event. Over a week ago, I came on this live stream. I told you that the CPI data was going to be a major market moving event. I told you, get your butts in chat. Don't let that event pass you by without being part of the group, not without being in chat. What happened that day? That day, you had the 7th biggest point decline in Dow history. You had the 5th biggest point decline in S&P history. And we had a monster green day inside of True Trading Group. Handful of members had the biggest days that they've ever had, because what were we doing? We were short. We were short AMD. We were short NVIDIA. We were in put options on the SPY. It was a monster day for us inside of True Trading Group. I'm telling you now here again, if you did not listen to me then, listen to me now. This is going to be another major market moving event. And I've got a game plan for all 3 scenarios that may be unfolded by the Fed tomorrow. And then we'll be waiting for that, and we will act on it at 2 p.m. Eastern. I'll be live with members breaking it all down. Right now, a lot of people are throwing around that word recession, right? Well, I got to be honest with you guys. It does not matter to me. It does not matter to the TTG family whether or not that recession comes or not. Technically, we're already in a recession. The technical definition of recession is 2 consecutive quarters of negative GDP growth, but unemployment is still at 5-decade lows. You're still at a 3.7% unemployment rate. The jobs market is still extremely tight. You're going to get more jobs numbers on Thursday after you get the Fed meeting tomorrow. Last week's jobs numbers were much better than expected. The numbers came in, or the jobless numbers, so people that are losing their job, much lower than people were expecting. So the labor market is still extremely tight. This is a recession unlike anything that we've ever really seen before. And the reason why I don't think that we're going to have anything similar to 2008, how we're not going to have like this really bad, deep, severe recession, is because the labor market is so damn strong. Yes, that labor market's going to weaken. It's going to soften over the next couple of months. Yes, but that has to happen. It's going to happen. The Fed actually wants it to happen because it helps bring inflation down. So you need that to happen. But I don't think you're going to get this like massive spike to like 9% unemployment like you got in 1980, or 10% unemployment like you got in 1982, or, you know, tens of millions of people are going to lose their job like we saw in 2008. I don't think that's going to happen. The jobs market is just too damn strong right now. There's too much of an imbalance. So as the economy does weaken, and as the economy slows, and as people lose their jobs, you're just going to get that is going to kind of that huge buffer that you have. You have 2 open jobs for every 1 person looking for a job. That's going to start to change. You're going to start those job openings will start to go away. The people that don't have a job will actually start to go up. But there's so much of a buffer, and that causes an extended runway. And that's what I think prevents you from going into anything that is similar to 2008. There's a lot of doom and gloomers out there, a lot of naysayers. Okay, there's a lot of naysayers out there. But I'm telling you guys this now. I think that the situation that's unfolding before us lines up perfectly, absolutely perfectly with my market call for the rest of the year. And I'm telling you guys this now. I think there's still a little bit more downside to come in this market over the next 2 to 3 weeks. And then I think we can find our footing in October. And then November, December, I think the markets do actually have a significant bounce back and a little bit of a Santa Claus rally. Not taking you back to all-time highs like some people out there are calling for. I don't think that, but I do think you can have a significant bounce November, December after the markets kind of settle down after what I think are going to be another 2, maybe 3 weeks of some pretty good volatility. It's going to still see some more downside unless Jerome Powell does something very specific tomorrow. What is that? I'll talk about that later on in this live stream. We're going to be doing an open conversation today. Okay, I'm going to bring on Adam, my business partner in True Trading Group, co-founder of TTG with me, and I'm going to bring him on, and we're going to go over we're going to have an open conversation. The reason why I like bringing Adam on during times like this, I'm the trader. I'm the experienced trader. I've been doing this for 16 years. I've got the Wall Street experience. Adam runs the business end of True Trading Group and makes sure the platform and gets all the tools and the resources and everything onto the platform so that you guys have access to the same type of tools that professional traders have access to that might cost $5,000 a year. This way, you don't have to pay for them. They're on the TTG platform. When you guys join, you have access to all that for the entire year. But he will ask the questions that a lot of you people have. And it really, because he doesn't have the experience of 16 years of trading. So it's great to have him come on and we can have these open discussions and conversations because he asks a lot of the questions that a lot of you are thinking about too. So we have a lot to unpack here today, guys. I don't want to waste too much more time. I want to just dive kind of right into this. I'm going to bring on Adam right now, and he's going to help me go through this starting conversation here. What's up?
What's up, buddy?
Again, just looking snazzy with the blue light glasses.
Oh, yeah. No, they help. They help a lot.
Yeah. I turned the blue light off on my phone. You got to do that too.
You know, baby steps, right? Like, this is a good start.
Yes.
All right. So, big questions about tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Big questions about tomorrow. What are the current the odds right now between 50, 75, and 100 basis points?
Right now, the likelihood is 75. It's well into the 80s. I think last I checked was like 84%, maybe 83% likelihood that you get 75 basis points. The other percentage is for a 100 basis point hike. I don't think you get 100 basis points. I think the Fed gives you 75. But the expectation right now and what is priced in is a 75 basis point hike. But there's more to it than just the 75 basis point hike. What people need to pay attention to, and this kind of goes into, without me getting too much into my game plan specifically, if you get a 75 basis point hike, it's not the rate hike that's going to move the market. There's other things that will move the market because the 75 is expected. The 100, that's not expected. The rate number alone will move the market. The 50, that's not expected. That alone will move the market. If they give you 75, what I'm going to be looking for, two things. One is very factual and specific. The other is left to interpretation. The factual thing, and that's very specific that you need to watch for, is the dot plot. The dot plot shows you where the different Fed members believe the Fed funds rate will be at the end of the year. Right now, Fed fund future markets, traders are pricing in a federal funds rate at the end of the year of 4.25, which means the Fed still has a long way to go, even after they give you 75 basis points tomorrow. If they
real quick, I'm curious. If you're on this live stream and you understand what Mike is talking about right now with regards to the dot plot and the...
Probably better to ask who doesn't understand. It's better to ask who doesn't.
Okay, fine. Who does not understand what Mike is talking about right now? Type the number 2 in chat. Okay, perfect. Keep going. Oh, one bird, there. Don't be embarrassed. Don't be shy.
Yeah, guys, don't be embarrassed. I'm literally.
Yeah, literally. I knew that was going to be a thing. Go ahead.
Well, right. That's why I was literally explaining what the dot plot is.
No. But even with that, it was confusing. So simple terms, man. So the dot plot is a diagram that's going to show where the final Fed fund rate is going to be.
The dot plot shows you. So as the Fed raises rates, the Fed funds rate moves higher. So if it's at 2.5, they raise by 75 basis points, it goes to 3.25, right? If the target by the end of the year is 4.25, that means they have 100 basis points more to go. If you're at 3.25 and there's 2 more Fed meetings to go before the year is over after tomorrow, that means you're going to get 50 basis points and another 50 basis points to get to 4.25. So if you get 75 basis points tomorrow, which is what is expected, the number that matters more than the 75 basis points is what is the end target? Is the end target 4.25? Or is the end target 4.0? Or is the end target 4.5? Because then the market will begin pricing in the next rate hike. And if the target is 4.25 and they raise rates to 3.25, then you know that you're going to get 50 basis points at your next Fed meeting. and 50 basis points at the last Fed meeting to finish the year at 4.25.
Where do you think they finished the year off at?
I think they finished the year at 4.0.
At 4.0?
That's what I think.
And do you think the market is already priced in for that?
No. Right now, they expect 4.25.
Okay, so do you think the market is priced in for 4.25?
Yes. Right now, the
so if we get a 4.0, then you would expect the market to respond favorably to that.
Correct. That's the number that, in my opinion, will become more important. The dot plot will become more important than the actual 75 rate hike. So if it's 50, if they raise rates by 50 basis points, then the markets move higher. If they raise rates by 100 basis points, markets move lower. If they raise rates by 75 basis points, the markets will respond on two factors. One, where's the Fed target rate at the end of the year? Is it still 4.25 or is it 4.0? Is it 4.5? The markets will react based on that. If it's 4.0, the markets can bounce. If it's 4.5, the markets move lower, excuse me. The other aspect is how hawkish is Jerome Powell? Jerome Powell, the last time he spoke at Jackson Hole, was as hawkish as I've ever seen any Fed president in my lifetime.
Hawkish means strict or
right.
I mean,
Right. So hawkish meaning strict, or like just not. I mean, strict for basic speaking, but it really means like quantitative tightening. So it's like how aggressive is the Fed going to be raising rates? How long are they going to keep rates high? That's what I mean by like hawkish. Like how aggressive is Jerome Powell in his commentary and in his speech? That's what you're going to want to look for. Jerome Powell was as aggressive as you possibly could be the last time he spoke, and the markets responded with a massive down day, right? That's what broke the market, was right there. That was the last time he spoke at the Jackson Hole meeting, and it absolutely just tanked the market. You can see for the next 5 days, the markets went straight to the downside. And then this was the CPI data miss, right? And now Jerome Powell's coming back at it again. If Jerome Powell keeps with the same type of aggressive verbiage and talk that he had on this day, then I would fully expect you might even get a situation where, let's say the Fed raises rates by 75 basis points. The initial reaction is for the markets to bounce. The markets bounce back up to like 389, 390 on the SPY. Jerome Powell comes out with his speech. He's extremely aggressive, still extremely hawkish, and the markets actually start to sell off after he speaks and then can actually continue themselves to the downside and get back down to a major level of support down there in the low 370s as you have finally this cascade type of a flush out. And that's how the 2022 crash can get a little bit worse here if Jerome Powell is that aggressive, or if they raise by 100 basis points, or if the dot plot shows a target of 4.5. These are the things that would cause this stock market crash of 2022 to get worse. How could you make money during that process? You're going to look for that 389, 390 level on the SPY, and you will buy put options at that moment. And then you look for that cascade type of sell-off. Guys, I'm going to be live with my members, the rest of the 9 professional traders that are mods into Trading Group. We are all going to be there with you live to walk you through this entire process.
Starting at 7:30 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Exactly. 7:30 a.m. Our chat room opens up.
Right.
And we'll be in there with you guys for the entire day. The announcement of the rate decision is at 2:00, and then Jerome Powell speaks and gives his press conference at 2:30.
And then don't forget, CNBC's Steve Leisman is coming on for a special Friday stream on
so
Trading Group.
That, man.
Huh?
I'm so excited for that.
Yeah, so Steve Leisman from CNBC will be on our stream on Friday midday.
Yeah, guys, sorry, go ahead.
No, you go. Good.
Yeah, guys, set your reminders. Friday morning, like the middle of the day, late morning, we're going to go live for a special kind of intraday live stream while the markets are open. And we're going to have Steve Leisman, senior economics reporter for CNBC, a man that I respect greatly. We've had him on here as guest previously. We had a lot of fun. There's no one who's, macroeconomics pitcher that I respect more, and the way that he reports on all of these Fed decisions, all this economic data, it is incredible. I can't wait to have him on as a guest.
Yeah, so
interview him. I'm asking him a bunch of tough questions. Set your reminders, guys.
He's literally going to be the guy that interviews Jerome Powell tomorrow.
Yes, He literally is. You'll see him tomorrow on CNBC asking Jerome Powell questions. So I'm going to have him. He's going to ask Jerome Powell questions tomorrow, and then he's going to be on the live stream so I can ask him questions on Friday. I can't wait. It's going to be a lot of fun, guys. We're going to maybe be able to peel back the layers of the onion to get Steve Leisman's thoughts about talking to Jerome Powell specifically and get his thoughts on what he thinks the Fed's going to do and what that means for the market and essentially what that means for your money. I can't wait.
Yeah, and will Steve Leisman get a laptop? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, he will. All right.
Yes.
So other than the clickbait in our title, do you truly believe that the Fed goes, that there's even a somewhat of a chance that they go like a real chance, right? That they go 100 basis points tomorrow?
I really don't think that they do. I think that people that are calling for 100 basis points, I really question their understanding of economics, to be completely honest and frank with you, because you've already had 2 consecutive 75
but
basis.
hang on a second. It's not them that think that it's going to happen. It's been you got major analysts and news networks talking about it. I mean, crap, man, we put it in the title as clickbait today. So all I'm saying is it's not like there's just a bunch of random people sitting around with no education that are making it up to spook people. That
I didn't say that.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is that obviously somebody has an idea, a fundamental idea of like how the economy works that's saying it. So I'm asking, because it's not a 0% chance.
No, it's not. The markets right now are pricing in about a 20% chance that they give you 100 basis points.
Also, there's 2,500 people on here. It's disgusting that we only have 542 people that hit the like button.
Yeah, likes. Yeah, guys, what's going on? Smash that like button. Get me to 1,000 likes right now. If you guys want to see Steve Leisman on this live stream, I want to see 1,000 likes right now.
Yeah, because if not, Mike and I will just interview him personally and write a newsletter on it. How about that?
Because I'll talk to Steve Leisman just myself. But if you guys want us to go live with Steve Leisman so that we can communicate live on the stream, get me to 1,000 likes right now. That's going to be Friday. We're going to have Steve Leisman on here, but you guys better get us to 1,000 likes if you guys want that, if you guys want to see that. So you guys better get to start smashing that like button. Back to your question, Adam, about the 100 basis points. I mean, is it possible? Yeah, it's possible, but I think it would be a big mistake. And I think if you get 100 basis points, I think you have a big red day in the market, similar to what you saw from the Jackson Hole meeting, similar to what you saw when the CPI data came out. I think it would be a big red day in the market because you've already had 2 back-to-back 75 basis point hikes, which are the largest rate hikes that we've had in decades. Decades is the last time that you had rate hikes of 75 basis points. And we gave you not 1, we gave you 2 already. And you're about to get, I think, a 3rd. Those are the largest rate hikes you've had in decades. Okay. So it takes time for rate hikes to filter through an economy. It takes time. It's not like the Fed raised rates 75 basis points. Then you got this CPI data, and the CPI data came in hot, and they're like, oh, the rate hikes aren't working. You haven't seen the impact yet of the July rate hike. You haven't even seen the impact yet of the June rate hike. It takes months for rate hikes to filter through the system. So the people that are like running around with their hair on fire because the CPI number for August was higher than expected and thinking, oh goodness, the rate hikes are not working, you're wrong. It takes time. And this is why the Fed does not have a good track record of doing the soft landing and everything, because they always will go too far. And if you go 100 basis points, I think you're going too far. Unless you do 100 basis points and then they say we're going to do 25 to finish out the year. Okay. Or maybe they're going to do 100 and then they pause.
I got a question. Is that's an interesting thought. What if they did come out and say we're going 100 and then we're going to pause?
Well, they won't actually say we're going to pause. Okay.
Is that the catch?
They won't tell you what they're going to do the next meeting. So if they come out and they raise the 100 basis points, I think you have a flush out on the market.
Mike, do me a favor. Stop talking. I'm not doing anything else until we get to 1,000 likes.
Wow, we're still not at 1,000 likes. Guys.
No, it's pretty crappy.
I guess nobody wants Steve Leisman on here.
Yeah.
Maybe people don't know. You guys don't know who Steve Leisman is? Just Google Steve Leisman.
800 people.
We're at 800 likes. There's 2,500 people on this live stream.
Over 2,500 people now.
We're at 800 likes.
840. We're just to sit here and hang out.
Let's go, guys. I want to see 1,000. Literally, just smash that freaking like button. Let's get ourselves up to 1,000. Smash that like button, folks.
70. Come on, 130 left. 130 left. I know it's tough to move the mouse. I know
it's tough to move the mouse. You guys can do it. Move that mouse. Get that. I don't want to hear the carpal tunnel excuse.
Yep.
Your arthritis. I don't care.
Right. Carpal tunnel, headache, late night with the kids. It's all the same every night, Mike. No, I am doing y'all like that. Let's go. 9:24. I got nothing but time. I ain't got to be home till
924 likes, guys. Let's go. Get us to 1,000.
9:30.
Joseph Ramakis goes, guys, what's not to like? I want to hear Mike's take. Get on it. Yes. Get on it. Smash that like button. Let's go. We got a lot to go over today, folks. We got to talk about Sava, massive short squeeze. We got to talk about the SPY. We got to talk about the Fed. So much still to go over. We got.
We don't care if we. Yeah. I mean, losing 100 people on the stream, that's fine. They can leave. They're gonna miss out on some good info because we will get to 1,000. So that's all I'm saying. 9:51. We're almost there.
Almost. We're getting there. Yeah, guys, we had a great day in chat today. Big win on Tesla. Lessons from yesterday. You caught the live stream yesterday. Gave you very specific lessons on relative strength and relative weakness, right? And I used that lesson to trade Tesla yesterday. Yesterday, Tesla was a big win. And then the exact same lesson we implemented again today to trade Tesla again. Another big win. So we got a lot to go over. Almost at 1,000, guys. We're at about 980.
$990.
Oh, we're getting there.
Let's go. No,
Lee Diddy goes, that's close enough.
No.
No, it's not, Lee.
998.
Two more.
No,
Two more, folks. 2 more likes. Participate. Here it comes. And there we go.
There we go. See?
Okay. All right. See, that wasn't that difficult.
You guys are fantastic.
Great.
All right, go ahead.
I ask you guys for a favor.
Go ahead, Bubba.
Where were we? What were we talking about before we did the?
I was asking you if that was possible. If they.
Oh, yes. It's possible. It's possible they can do 100 basis points.
And then stop. You had an interesting point there.
Well, they wouldn't necessarily stop. They'd probably still go 25-25. So, and that finishes you the year at 4. So if
but that would still be. I mean, that's still okay.
Yeah, that would set us up for if that was the case. If you got 100 tomorrow, and then it did 25-25. That sets you up for an end of the year rally. It gives you more volatility and downside for the next probably 2 weeks or so, but then you stabilize in October, and then November, you start to bounce, and then December, you continue to bounce into the end of the year as the Fed gives you 25-25 on the rate hikes. And then if you get the crack in inflation, CPI is not going to stay at 8.3. So let's say like, what if like October's CPI number that you get in November is like 7.2, 7.1, right? And it's like, okay, inflation's cracked. It's still high, yes, but it's cracked, right? That gives you, and then the Fed gives you 25 basis points, and it feels like, oh, maybe the Fed has things under control, and it's the holidays, and everybody feels good. It's the best performing month of the year, and then you get a nice little bounce into the end of the year. So like that would actually, the more volatile and the further the markets go down in September into the beginning of October, the more likely the end of the year, November, December bounce is.
Okay.
But I don't think they should do 100 basis points. I think they should do, honestly, I think they should do 50, but I think they're going to do 75.
Yeah, I mean, but, you know, at the end of the day, the market is kind of priced in 75, right?
It has. Which
and
is 4.25.
I mean, that's setting the bar pretty. I mean, unless they come out and do something really aggressive tomorrow, there's a good chance that there is a lot more likelihood for something positive to kind of be taken away from tomorrow than negative if it falls in line. Like if it falls in line and that core CPI, not core CPI, but the rate number stays the same, like what do you call it? The overall number.
The Fed funds target.
The Fed funds rate. If the expectation for that stays at 4.25 or lower, if 75 basis points happen and Jerome Powell is kind of neutral and maybe a little reassuring,
markets move higher.
Markets move higher.
Everybody has to understand something. And this one fact, and this plays into why I was talking about this end of the year rally. You have funds and institutions that are in some of the highest cash positions ever, historically. There's so much cash still sitting on the sidelines that has not been deployed, that cash is what would fuel the end of the year rally, because that cash would have to find a home before the year end close, because you don't want to go to your investors and say, I didn't do anything. Like I have all this cash on the sidelines and I missed all of these opportunities. So then they start to chase, hedge fund managers will start to chase performance, even if it's very short term, even if they only plan on holding it for like a month or two, they'll chase the performance just to be in a position, just so they don't go into their investors at the year end and be like, I'm in 20% cash. I'm in 25% cash, which is historically very high.
Why is there so much cash, Mike? Why do they have so much cash?
It's because of just this overwhelming pessimism in the market. It's the same thing that happened in June. In June, the level of pessimism in June was so high that it was like the markets were expecting, and positioning was expecting, everything that possibly could go wrong is going to go wrong. And that didn't happen. Inflation wasn't as bad as people thought. The Fed wasn't, as bad as people thought. Earnings weren't as bad as people thought. And that's when you got this massive, 17% rally off the June low up to your August high. Okay, so that rally is partly because you had the most net short positions on S&P futures all year was in June, and you had the most cash on the sidelines in June. So once one catalyst, two catalysts are not as bad as the worst case scenario, that money starts to come back into the market because it has to. Those short sellers, they cover their positions, and then that cash on the sidelines finds a home, and you get this rally that to a lot of people doesn't make sense. And it doesn't make sense because the fundamentals don't support that rally.
All right, so hang on. So I got a question. If nobody knows the impact other than the initial impact of people pricing it in, right? What do I mean by that? we go ahead and we say, okay, they're going to raise by 75 basis points, right? Everyone starts selling, the market prices it in. I'm just giving you an example. How do you know, like, what actual impact the rate hikes are actually having if they're delayed? Like, how do you know? How does the Fed know when to stop?
They don't. That's why the Fed has the hardest job on the planet. They don't, because you don't really see the impact of your rate hikes for probably 6 to 12 months. So you have to make a decision today and not know if you're right for 6 to 12 months. And that's why their job is so hard, because they're getting all of this inflation data. They're getting all this jobs data, all this economic data, and they're trying to forecast where's it going to be next month, 3 months, 6 months. And they've got to make a decision on rate hikes today, but they don't know if it's the right or wrong decision for probably at least 6 months. And that's why the Fed, 80% of the time, the Fed goes too far, because by the time they realize we need to stop, it's too late. When the Fed realizes we have to stop, they should have stopped 3 months ago, 2 months ago. And that's why the Fed usually goes too far. It's a very, very difficult job that the Fed has.
Okay. All right. So I got a question. Well, I see a question from somebody. They said they want the TTG $3 trial. My response to that would be tonight and is not the night to sign up for the trial. I mean, what do you think, Mike?
I mean, no, because after the Fed meeting, that we're jacking the price up.
If you want to sign up for the trial, do it later on. If it's you definitely. I mean, you can sign up for the trial whenever you want. It's online. It's $3, one-time payment. You never get charged again. But you want, if you're able to do it and you are going to be trading tomorrow and this week, this is not the day for the trial. We've had nights where we've come on here and said, hey, like tonight's a great night to try the trial. This is not it. Today and tonight is the night to get in as a full member. Don't waste time.
We were running a sale on the annual membership leading up to the Fed meeting. So after midnight for the Fed meeting tomorrow, the price is getting jacked up. So that's why, because that sale going into the Fed meeting is going to be over. So I wouldn't do the trial. I mean, if you guys are interested, I would do the. You
can, but
it's up to you. You guys do whatever you want. But I'll be in there with my TTG fam tomorrow, ready to rock and roll.
Yeah.
Brian,
so another question I saw, which I really relate to. Just because I see it a lot and I feel badly for some people, but I saw someone type in chat earlier. These past few days, watching my portfolio decline is very disheartening. I think it was Emily Katie said, these past few days, watching my portfolio decline is very disheartening. Holding doesn't really profit much. Any idea on how to earn better on the short run?
Okay. First, watching your your long-term portfolio balance decrease should not be as discouraging as it sounds like that you are. Because if I said to you right now, let's say your house was worth $500,000, and all of a sudden it became worth $450,000, are you going to turn around and you're going to sell your house because it went from 500 to 450? You're going to sell your house, or you're going to live in it for the next 10, 15, maybe even 20 years. And then at that point, your house will be worth 650, 700, and then you'll sell your house at that point, right? When your house drops in value, you don't think about selling your house because it's not as easy.
Hang on, that's not what they were saying.
No, I get it. I get what they're saying. I'm putting into perspective like the long-term portfolio of being concerned about the long-term portfolio.
But how do you know that person didn't buy at the high? They're not a member, so how do you know they didn't buy at the high? They're saying, I'm stuck in my long-term portfolio. What can I do to take advantage of the volatility now so that I can make cash and maybe buy in more later? It's literally your message every night. It couldn't have been a more perfect question, and now you've confused me with real estate.
Sorry for the confusion. When you guys are, when you have a down market like this and you're in a bear markets give you more volatility. Down markets give you more volatility. Volatility gives you larger moves. Larger moves meaning that the stock market and the individual stocks within it make larger moves than they normally would do. Okay, that's what volatility means. Volatility means larger moves. Okay. When you are in an environment like you're in today, this is the greatest trading environment that I've literally ever seen in my 16 years. I've been doing this for 16 years, right? I traded. I was at the hedge fund in 2008 when all that chaos happened. This is the best trading environment that I've seen because all year from January till today, September 20th, there has been tremendous volatility. You only get like a couple days of low volatility, and then it's back to more than the regular standard deviation move in the market. The moves are bigger than normal, and that creates opportunity for us as traders. You do not need to continue to be a prisoner of your long-term portfolio in a down market. As the markets go down, you watch your 401k balance go down. You don't have to just be a prisoner and sit back and just deal with that. Get yourself educated to be able to actively trade that downside. Instead of just losing money in your long-term portfolio to the downside, make money to the downside. Learn how to trade put options. Learn how to short stocks. Learn how to buy inverse ETFs, which are ETFs that you can actually buy shares of that go up in value when the stock market goes down. So these are all things that we'll teach you how to do inside of True Trading Group. I told you at the end of last year on this YouTube channel, I said 2022 is going to be the year of the active trader, that we're going to get a crash. We're going to get a bear market. I told you in September, October of last year, I was selling my long-term portfolio because I expected this year. And all year long, we've been capitalizing on that volatility, which is why members of True Trading Group are having some of the biggest years that they've literally ever had. Even in this environment, when the markets are going down, members of True Trading Group are making money. Members of True Trading Group are becoming better traders because they are understanding and they're learning and actually getting educated to make money when the markets go down. You don't have to just sit back and just watch your balance go down and just cry yourself to sleep at night. You can make money when the markets go down. You had the 7th biggest point decline in Dow history last week. You had the 5th biggest point decline in S&P history last week, but yet it was a massive green day for members in chat. Some of the biggest days that members have ever had. Guys, members in True Trading Group, if you're a member, are you guys making money and becoming better traders in this environment? If the answer is yes, type the $sign. Literally, if you're a member, type the $sign. If
Hang on, I got to get all the bots ready, bro.
And you're becoming a better trader because of True Trading Group, go ahead right now, type the $sign in chat right now. Emily and anybody else that's worried right now, that's uncertain, that's scared, okay, just watch how many people type the $sign. Because these are people that are just like you. These are members of TTG. They found True Trading Group just like you. One of these live streams, we've got 2,500 people on the live. A lot of you are not members. A lot of you are new here. But all these people typing the $sign, they found us the exact same way. They found us on a live stream. They have all the same excuses: small account, full-time job, no experience, lost money before. But yet now they're typing the $sign, telling you they're making money and becoming better traders. That's because when you actually get educated and you learn a new skill, which is exactly what trading is, it doesn't matter whether the markets go up or down. There's just as much opportunity to make money when the markets go down as there is when the markets go up, which is why it's like, I don't care. Everyone's talking about recession. I don't care, even if we have one, because I'm in control of my own financial future. Whether the markets go up or go down, we can make money inside of True Trading Group, but the markets are always going to be open.
Oh my God. Can you hear me?
Yes. What's up?
No, I couldn't. I think the bots are all going to freeze in a second. Trying to, all the bots typing the $sign.
Right. All the computer bots that respond when I ask questions in real time.
No, I'm saying that because I saw a couple people were like, "Oh man, look at these bots." I'm like, I don't know.
All my members of True Trading Group, just type the word bots.
No, dude, I can't move that fast.
You got this.
Boop,
All
boop,
my
boop,
members
boop,
of True
boop,
Trading
boop.
Group, just type the word bots. These people, man. I don't even know where. I don't even know how you get these bots. Like, where are these bots? Someone show them to me. These are my TTG fan folks. All right, just read the comments. Like, these are. Look at them. Look at them all. Look at them all. I love it. You guys are so awesome.
All right. So next question. I want to get into Sava. I feel like we got a decent understanding for not the entire plan for tomorrow, but like it's kind of straightforward at this point. 50 basis points, you're gonna buy calls. 100 basis points, you're gonna buy puts. 75 basis points, you got to see how the press conference goes, and you have to see what the final info is for the Fed fund rates and the dot plot, and that's so you react if it's 75. You got to wait and react if it's 75. If it's 50, you don't need to wait, you just go. Exactly. And if it's 100, you don't need to wait, you just go. Exactly. Right? So exactly. I think that, and other than that, there's going to be a lot of other things tomorrow, like not just the overall markets, but a lot of other things that are going to probably be in focus tomorrow, like Sava.
Oh yeah. Sava is absolutely, I got to give a big congratulations to all my members for Sava. Guys, just a huge congrats on Sava. This thing is an absolute monster, and we were all over this thing last week. This is why, like I said to you before, I'm like, if you're not subscribed to this channel, you need to do so right now. You need to turn on your notifications. I'm going to show you why. On Friday, I did a live stream. We went live at 3 p.m. Eastern, and I told you Friday that Sava swing trade, if it holds 30, this thing I think goes into the low 40s. Now, we didn't quite get to the low 40s yet, but I think we might get there tomorrow. We have a quick video clip from Friday's live stream. It's a couple minutes long. I want to go over this with you. I want to show you this video clip because
I got a very important question that I want to ask. He said, Rogelio Paz says the free trial doesn't show you anything. It's a $3 trial. You should know. You just signed up. And it shows you, it'll give you 3 sample courses, access to the chat room when it's open. That's 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday. So it opens tomorrow at 7:30. You get access to our stock profile tool, and you get access to a couple of other little things as well.
Benzinga newsfeed.
The Benzinga newsfeed. The trial is to prove to you that we are not full of caca.
Caca.
This is not the night for the trial. I'm telling you, this is...
Yeah.
This ain't it.
Rogelio, with the trial, you're not going to get access to like our whole curriculum and everything for $3. So it's really just for you to come on, see what's available as a full member, like on the platform, like all the different tools that we do have available for members. Be in chat with us for 7 days. See how we operate. Trade with us for a few. You're in there for 7 full trading days. You can be with us for 7 days, really experience what it's like to be part of the community, listen to the mods, communicate with members.
Yeah, but I'll tell you this much. If you do decide to sign up, I think your price is $14.20 now. Ahmad Saad said, can I buy another trial? Yes, I will sell you a 1-day trial for $1,207. I got you, bruh. All right, here we go.
I'll sell them a year trial for $1,207.
Yeah.
You get a trial for the whole year.
So, anyways. All right, moving on.
Yeah, let's get that video clip. Let's get that video clip loaded up. I want to show you guys this video clip for Sava from Friday's live stream. Where I was talking to you live about my analysis on Sava. Again, this is from Friday. Okay, today's Tuesday. So this is from Friday's live stream. If you missed it, you can go back and watch it. It's right on this YouTube channel. Okay, a lot of you were probably live with me on Friday when we did this. Okay, a lot of you guys were probably live with me on Friday.
Got it.
Yep, Adam's got it reload up. All right, guys, let's go ahead. Let's play that clip. I also am adding Saba to a swing trade watch list as long as that stock stays above $30. If there is one more test of $30 and this thing holds $30, I am going to watch it for a potential swing. I have a downtrend resistance line that's kind of nicely intact here on Saba, and that would give you an entry point over 32.50 on like a clean break out of that downtrend resistance line. But it all comes down to these mid 30s. Like you see all this resistance. I'll go to a full size chart just so you guys can see the resistance level that I'm talking about. It's a major level. You guys can see here like 35, this $35 area. As I zoom back out, you'll see that previously this was a massive level of support for the stock, right? You guys see how much of a level of support that was. Then we broke under it in April, and then it's become a massive level of resistance for the stock, right? You see that. But what I'm liking right now is these last couple of days. You say you had this massive rejection candle here today. Well, a couple of days ago, right? You see that big rejection candle? Now, what we've seen in the past is after a big rejection candle like that, the stock price collapses, right? The stock price collapses after you get those big rejection candles. Notice how the stock price didn't collapse this time. It actually is consolidating. And that's why I'm saying if this stock can stay above $30, it's on my list, right? And you look at $30, $30 is a nice little level here. You can see this little previous resistance here in the end of August. Then it was resistance right here in the beginning of September. Then we broke above it, and now it's acting as support. So if we can stay above this level, and maybe let's say on Monday, the stock does something like this. If the stock does something like this on Monday, all right, if you see something like that on Monday, then I most likely will be a buyer on this downtrend resistance line break. I'll probably be a buyer of Saba here. My stop loss would probably be around $29.50 underneath that support level that sits there around $30. And I would probably turn this into a swing trade. And I would see if the stock is able to make a move and break up above through this resistance level. Because if you're able to get through this resistance level, the stock has room. I mean, you're talking about a move that takes you back all the way up to like 43, which is going to be this resistance that you guys see back here. If you can get through 35, 36. So this is on my watch list for potential swing trade. So there you have it, folks. So that was the analysis on Saba from Friday. And a lot of the TTG fam today were able to jump all over this thing. This thing was just an absolute monster.
Yeah, but hang on a second, because there's two things I want to bring up about this. Okay, two things I want to bring up about this, because you did something today that isn't really normal for other chat rooms or other head traders or anything like that, right?
Yeah.
So, hang on. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna get it.
His name is Larry.
Nope. I already have that one. That's not the one I'm looking for. Ah, damn it. Somebody made a comment about your integrity by not taking the trade.
Right.
And I wanted you to hit on that because, what happens here is that, people that maybe weren't in chat or weren't on the mobile app, which they should be. I mean, look, that mobile app, as long as you have internet connection at work, you'll be able to stay in the loop of what's going on. If you can listen to music at work, you can, I
gave a whole speech to.
So I think that's important to bring up because you had Larry B say Saba was a day trade. No trade on Saba today. So what trade was actually suggested? None.
Yeah,
that's true. But Mike, go ahead and explain.
Yeah, Larry's an idiot. I gave a trade suggestion.
You ain't gotta call names, brother. You're an adult. Let's be an adult.
That's fine. That's exactly what I'll call him.
All right.
What we talked about on Saba today. Okay, what we talked about on Saba today. At the time that I came on the microphone and I told everybody about the Saba long, the volume was not large enough for me to take a position for myself. Okay, so at the time that I was looking at Saba for me to take an entry, my position size would have been about 5,000 shares. At that moment in time, the average volume on a 3-minute candle was about 5,000 shares. I am not going to be comfortable me taking a position and alerting that position to a group of nearly 10,000 traders, because I have responsibility to those traders. And I'm not going to ever put them in a situation where there's a stock that has extremely low volume like that, where I'm going to send out this trade alert and all of a sudden the volume is going to go from basically freaking nothing. And all of a sudden it's just going to explode and the volume is going to go through the roof. And then people are not going to be able to get out of the position because there's not enough volume there. I'm not going to enter a position if my position size alone is going to be the volume of a 3-minute candle. That's just not enough volume for me to take that position responsibly when I know that there's thousands of traders that are trying to follow what it is that I'm doing. This is what makes true trading. And not to mention, I was trading Tesla at this time. So like I also crushed Tesla. So I'm trading other things. I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to give you my analysis on everything that I see that's out there, but I can't trade everything that's out there. So I traded Tesla today. A lot of members traded Tesla with me. We crushed it. It was a big trade for us today in Tesla. I don't care if I make my money on Sava, if I make my money on Tesla, but I'm still going to bring Sava to everyone's attention. And I specifically came on the microphone at that moment and I said, guys, Sava just held 30. This thing looks really, really good. I'm not going to take a position because the volume is too low for my position size. My position size would take up the volume of an entire 3-minute candle. And it would be irresponsible of me to enter the trade, send out an alert to thousands of traders when there's not enough volume in the market. Right. So
and let me ask you this. If you did that,
I came on the microphone and said that to everyone inside chat. And many people were like, Mike, thank you, but that's the green light. The stock held 30, and a lot of members went and they did get long because their position size is not as large. So they did go in, they entered the trade, and a lot of members are crushing that Sava trade. And I was trading Tesla, which has well more than enough volume for me to be able to go in and take the position size that it is that I want. Guys, we're not just a Discord room. Okay, where you're just gonna, oh look, there's some trader that's trading. I'm just gonna follow what he does, and we're gonna try to pump some garbage penny stock that's only traded 100,000 shares, and we're gonna get.
I got a question real quick. If you were to get into it, right, and you were to buy it, and then send the alert out, and then you were to sell it to take profit, who are you selling to at that point?
Right, I would be selling to members.
So you would be making money off of them in the trade.
Right, and I'm never gonna do that. Ever.
Maybe for Larry next time.
Yeah, maybe next time. Larry, I'm gonna hook you up where I'll send you individual private trade alerts just for you, bud. Just for you.
No upsells in True Trading Group.
Yeah.
By the way, Larry Bronstein is not Larry B, so everyone take it easy on him.
Yes, Larry. It's not Larry Bronstein. Is not the Larry B. Their name is literally just Larry B. So, Larry, I hope you feel foolish now for your comment, but it's all good. It is all good.
So there was another comment in here, in chat. Hang on. It was really good. It was a comment. Somebody in here was talking about how, hang on, see if I can find it real quick. If I can't, then no worries.
You know, it really pisses me off because
man, let it go. You're
but it's like, never mind. I'll let it go.
Doesn't matter. It truly does not matter.
I'll let it go.
Thank you. Oh man, I'm looking. There was such a good question that I saw. I'm going through. Somebody asked about GameStop again. That's not the question. Don't worry. I don't even want to talk about that.
I hope not.
No. Anyways, I'll just say what it was. The question was this. The question was, this person was saying that they lost their job. Okay. This person was saying that they lost their job, okay, and that they're in a position right now where they don't know if they want to go out and get another job, and they're thinking about, maybe giving this a shot to become a trader here. They're not a member. They want to know, is this possible? Is it possible to, and because of the limited funds that they have, should they go back to get a job, or should they, in this environment, learn how to trade and do this? And they said that they have, a wife and kid, so that, I don't know who said that. If you're in the chat, and you said that, I don't know who it was. Hang on one second. Maybe I sent it to Joe as well. Yeah, here's the exact quote. I recently lost my job and I'm interested to stay unemployed and instead trade the stock market. Do you guys think it's a good idea? I have a mortgage, a family of 4 members, including myself, to feed. Man, that's tough, because there's a lot of factors that are there, and I'll answer part of this just from like a business standpoint. There's a lot of factors that are involved, man. If you have no clue about what you're doing, not a clue about what you're doing, and you don't have some crazy amount of savings that will allow you time, then you should find a job and do this as well.
Yes, 100%.
I think that's the right answer.
The right answer, absolutely. If you are, listen, is it possible for you to become a full-time trader and become consistently profitable and have that financial freedom? Yes, it's possible. But if you're brand new at this and you're just starting out, it takes time. Okay. And the stress, the emotional stress of that you're going to put on yourself to have to make money right now, that emotional stress is going to cause psychological problems with trading. And it's not something that I would recommend. I would say that the best move would be for you to get a job so you have a steady income that can cover your bills, so that there's not the pressure of, I have to make money this week, I have to make money this month. You're not going to have success if you're going to put that kind of pressure and have that type of anxiety, because your emotions are going to be running high. And when your emotions run high, your trading suffers. The only way that you're going to become a consistent profitable trader is if you are able to successfully subdue all of your emotions and become like a robotic, emotionless being. Okay.
Right, which you can't do when you're the head of a family of 4.
Right.
And you have to, you got to make sure that you got to feed your family. There's no way that you're going to be able, desperation and learning how to do anything does not work. You need breathing room.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that you can't do both. It doesn't mean that you can't start this, go out and find a job and do both, right? As far as if it is possible, there's a tremendous amount of people in here within True Trading Group that are now trading full-time, that transitioned from, their 9 to 5 to a full-time trader.
Yeah.
Here, I'll get it queued up. Ask them.
Yeah, sure. Guys, members of TTG, if you guys are full-time traders now, type the number 1 in chat. If you're a full-time trader now, type the number 1 in chat. I just want to see who, how many members of TTG that are now full-time traders. You can see, whoever it was that did ask that question, you can see how many members that we have that are now full-time traders. So it's possible, but none of these people became full-time traders in 30 days. Okay, so my advice to you, whoever it was that did ask that question, my advice to you would be, get yourself a job so you know that, you have the security blanket of my bills can be paid. And then while you're working, go through the courses at your own pace, on your own schedule, on your own time. Our courses are available to you 24/7. It's a simplified version of what I learned when I went through a 3-month educational training when I first got hired at the hedge fund in New York. So if you're going to get real education when you go through our courses, take your time. Go through them at your own pace. You said you got a bunch of kids, take your time. You can go through them whenever the hell you want, right? And spend time on the simulator. Practice on we have a simulator. You can trade stocks and options with fake money and practice implementing what you're learning in the courses. Prove you can make money in the simulator before.
Guys, also use that simulator because it costs us a lot of money as a company.
Yeah, it costs us so much money as a company.
So if we don't charge you extra for the simulator. We don't charge you extra for real-time data from the exchanges. Use it because
it's so expensive.
When I see, when we see people that are, that come into chat or they send us a message and they say, hey, we, I love what you guys have, but I lost on a trade and I lost a bunch of money or whatever. And then we look and we see that they never went into the simulator. It drives us insane because it literally is very expensive. And we provide that to you guys so that you guys can use it. For all the members, I mean, it costs quite a bit of money per month for the simulator and the real-time data. You're talking $50,000, $60,000 a month at the current user rate.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
And you guys do not get charged for that. Once you sign up, you get full access to those things. There is no upsell for that. So use it. Don't let it just sit there. Help me get my money's worth.
Yeah. Don't let our money be a waste. Use it, please, because we pay for it. It's super expensive. Use it.
Do any full-time traders use Robinhood or Webull? God, I hope not. I'm sure that they're
Webull probably maybe.
Webull's okay. Webull is built on the TradingView source code, so that's not bad. But I hope nobody uses Robinhood professionally.
There's no way because they have no like trading platform. It's a stupid app. It's terrible.
So,
TTG Forever goes, I do, unfortunately. I think she uses Webull though.
All right. So you trade real money, real time in the simulator. No, you trade fake money with real time data in the simulator. That's the whole point. A simulator is fake.
Right. So the simulator will let you actually trade stocks and options. The data is real time. So you're not trading.
The money is fake. The whole point is so that you can learn without having to risk your hard-earned money.
Right.
And my favorite comment ever is somebody, the people that say, oh, it's not the same. Somebody goes, oh, just practice. Yeah, like, oh, it's not the same. It's not the same. No, it isn't the same. But did you know that, like, you go fly from wherever you are, you get a commercial airline flight anywhere. That pilot has to have X amount of hours in a simulator per year to maintain their license.
Yep. They're not flying in the sky.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Do you think that they get into the simulator and think to themselves, it's just a sim, no big deal? Yep. I don't want that pilot as my pilot, you know?
Before I go out and race, like on a racetrack, before I went out on a racetrack, I had to go through a racing simulator.
What the hell what are you talking about?
The racing simulator.
What are you, an F1 driver now, Mike?
I am aspiring to be, yes. Team Red Bull, here I come. Watch out, Max Verstappen. I'll see you later.
Jesus.
Point is, you got to use a simulator if you want to get good. You got to practice. Practice is what makes you good. Someone's like, oh, it's just practice. Yes, it's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. Do you think Tom Brady just shows up on Sunday, or do you think he practices during the week? You got to practice.
Do you think he still practices?
Dude, he watches on average 4 hours of film every single day. The greatest quarterback of all time. And I'm a Giant fan, and I'll tell you, he's the greatest quarterback of all time. Watches 4 hours of film every single day.
That's crazy. All right. So anyways, that is the whole point. Is that, you get all of those things as a member of your trading group. Use it. Don't let it go to waste. Okay? Yeah, what else do you think we need to cover for tomorrow? I mean, I know a lot of people are anticipating a lot, There's a lot of people out there that are nervous, that are not nervous, but anxious to see what's going to happen. It's a long time. I feel like tomorrow morning is going to go super slow.
Well, that's why I'm going to be all over Sava. So, like, that's why I think Sava could give you really good action while you wait for the Fed. If you're not on Sava, you're not long Sava yet, what you look for, okay, this is a daily chart. I'm going to draw this line for you, this line around like 35, 36 bucks. Like, see this line right here? That was this previous level of resistance. So there's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. Okay. So you see how we broke through that today? Tomorrow, look for us to stay above that level. And then you look for like this little pullback early. And then you can see if there's maybe an entry opportunity for you there. And you look for this to continue. 30% of the float is short on Sava. So this thing does have more room. I think it has room to like 43.50. So I'm still looking for more out of this short squeeze. And I think that that's what this is. I think that this is a little bit of a short squeeze, considering 30% of the float is short. And I think that squeeze can take you up into this region tomorrow. So I think that this is a great stock to have on your list for tomorrow to see if you can get into the low to mid 40s. And then that could be a really good trade there for the morning. And then you got the Fed meeting at 2:00, and I'm going to be live with members at 2 p.m. Eastern when that comes out. And we're going to shake, rattle, and roll, baby. I can't wait. It's going to be a big day tomorrow. How many people are on this live stream right now that are not members? Type the letters TTG if you're not a member of True Trading Group.
Yeah, and then I got a question for everyone that's not a member.
Just type TTG, guys, if you're not a member of True Trading Group. Just type the 3 letters TTG. The 3 letters TTG if you're not a member.
JB, ooh, the drip. I like it. Jeff Schaefer, we may be related. Joe F. Halim. Lexi D'Angelo, John Bianchi, man. One of these days, bro, what's going on with you? Ahmad Saad has been a part of the trial and will not sign up. Rogelio is probably going to sign up. Remodel Solution Restoration Remodel Specialist. Somebody's practicing SEO. He said TTG. Brad Priest, Ryan McCracken, Doug Whedon, Leneve Pompey, Titan 2020, TK Turd, Leonard Chow Tico, Benz 951, Sean Reese, Frederick Graff, Pados 22. One of these days, brother. One of these days, man. You're gonna sign up.
Yeah, Paros. One of these days.
What do we got? Lynn Patterson, James G Diddy, Ready Trader 1. One of these days, man. Lakovos Stratiau says TTG can't afford it now. Yeah, I mean, we have PayPal credit cards exist. Just I guess it depends. I am Hestia. Aloy Ha says TTG doing the trial. Clint Perry says thinking about joining though. It's probably a really smart decision. And then what else we got? I'm at work. My account, not a SEO plug. It's a joke, dude. Moses Beats says, new here. What are we talking about? Talking about you making a song for our live stream, bro. That's what we're talking about. About time you got here. Moses Beats on the track. You and Jimmy Hart should get together.
You're so stupid.
Mike, can you shut your Rottweiler up, please?
Yeah.
Do you have your door closed?
My wild Doberman. Yeah, it was an Amazon delivery.
It's amazing.
She goes nuts when the Amazon delivery shows up.
Yeah. So I'm curious. There was Ahmad Saad said I rap with Redman. Well, you're obviously not getting his royalties if you can't afford a membership and ask for another trial, bro. Burn.
Burn.
So real quick, I'm curious. There's 2,900 people on here right now. How did that happen? Let me refresh. Yeah, there really is. I'm curious. How many of you guys what is your plan for tomorrow? Like, are you guys nervous? Do you guys have any questions? What do you guys make of tomorrow? The people that are not TTG members, what are you thinking as far as tomorrow goes?
Yeah, do you guys have any questions?
Do you guys have any questions? Let's see what we got. Somebody goes, Ahmad Saad, yes, Spotify Pay is shit. Excuse my language. Yeah, but Doug, just text Redman and be like, yo, I know you got that cream. Let me
Bill
get
in Texas, great job today. Bill in Texas crushed that Sava trade.
Yeah, he really did.
Awesome job, Bill.
Brad Priest said he's going to wing it. Good strategy there. No, tomorrow's definitely not the day for to deploy the rest of your long-term cash. Why would market go up with 75 actual increase? Isn't 75 expected? So the market would go up with a 75 basis point increase if the Fed's fund rate came below 4.25%, and if Jerome Powell was a little bit more dovish at the press conference.
I wouldn't say, I don't think he has to be dovish, just less hawkish. Just like he needs, in the Jackson Hole meeting, he basically came out and was like, I don't care what happens to the economy. I'm going to keep going until inflation is over. Like, that's basically what he said at the Jackson Hole meeting, which means I'm going to be hawkish and I'm going to stay hawkish. I'm going to be as hawkish as I possibly can. And I'm going to be hawkish for a long time. All he needs to do to calm the market's fears is make the market feel like, guys, I know I'm being really, really tough right now, but that's so I don't have to be as tough in the next couple months. If the market, and I hate to use this word because everyone hates this word, but if he can show that his hawkishness is, and Joe Terranova said this on CNBC today, and it was funny. If he can show that his hawkishness is transitory, meaning like, hey, I'm only hawkish right now, but we're going to slow down, because the Jackson Hole meeting was like, our foot is on the gas and it's going to stay on the gas. But if he portrays in the press conference that, hey, listen, I know we're going 100 miles an hour now, but in a month or two, we're going to be going 55. Like, if he portrays that, the markets will feel much more calm about where the Fed is, because the problem is that the markets don't know how far is the Fed going to go. Are they going to go to 4? Are they going to go to 4.25? Are they going to go to 4.5? Are they going to go to 5? Like, the markets don't know where the Fed's going to stop. So all he needs to do tomorrow is say, guys, 75 basis points. We're committed to bringing down inflation. We're going to stick at it until the job is done. But we recognize that these last 3 rate hikes of 75 basis points are unlike anything that we've seen. And, you know, we probably don't need any more rate hikes at this size going forward. And we can maybe take an approach of, let's see what the data brings in to finish out the year. Like, if there's anything like that, the markets will bounce off of that commentary. But if he comes back out and he's like 75 basis points, and by the way, I don't give a damn, my foot's on the gas. I have blinders on and my foot's on the gas. I don't care what's in front of me. I'm blindfolded and I'm going 100 miles an hour. If that's what he says, because that's what he said during Jackson Hole.
Yeah, if he Caitlyn Jenner's the
literally
car.
what he said, but that was the takeaway from it. Then the markets will actually move lower off of 75 basis points. So
buckle up, buckaroos.
Yeah. 50 basis points, markets move higher. 100 basis points, I think markets move lower. 75 basis points, it's all about the dot plot and his commentary. And Sava is just making a brand new high, $39.88. That is a fresh new high.
So let me get this straight. Tomorrow morning, you and everyone else, they're in there starting at 7:30. You come on, tomorrow you'll be on there between, 8:30, 9, somewhere in that range. And then essentially what happens is you're watching Sava plus whatever else is on the watch list in the morning.
Right.
The game plan for tomorrow inside of chat for our True Trading Group members, the game plan would be watch Sava for an early trade throughout the day, not really worry about the overall markets until you get closer to 2:30.
Yep. My focus will be Sava and individual stocks that will have individual catalysts that are not going to be correlated to the overall market, because I think the overall markets are going to be a little quiet to start the day. I'll look for action in Sava, which is a short squeeze. I'll look for action in some other individual names, depending on what the catalysts are tomorrow morning when I wake up. And we publish our watch list every day, the stocks we're looking at, the game plan and how we plan on trading them. And the mods and I are in there with you all morning pre-market, actually telling you what we're going to do before we even do it. It's one of the big advantages of the TTG platform is that you're going to know what professional traders are going to do before they actually do it. And that's one of the big advantages of the platform. So
hope you like money.
Yeah. so Sava's going to be right there at the top. Okay. I think this thing gives you a trade in the morning, and that can be a focal point for us. And then 2:00 comes, it's Fed meeting, and then it's game on.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting, man. It's going to be exciting. And I have something else I really, really, really want to talk to you about before we kind of go, and I think a lot of other people want to hear about it as well. But before that, I've been putting it off here, but there's like legit 4 people that we have to acknowledge that signed up. So I don't want to go the whole stream without.
Okay.
So give me 1 second. Why don't you do this? I'm gonna go ahead and get their information ready so you can call them out. And then why don't you talk about the membership for a second, explain to people how they can join us tonight and why it is important that they join us tonight. And then we'll go through that, and then we'll talk about one more topic, wrap up, and then call it a night.
Yeah, it's a good idea. We have a lot of new faces that are on here. There's a lot of people that were typing TTG here inside of chat. So for all of you that were typing that said you're not a member, I just 3 minutes. Let me tell you about the membership, since we've already had a couple of people that have already jumped on the membership. So I want to make sure you guys all are aware that tonight's the last night.
Hang on 1 second. I'm so sorry. Grokmar says up $4,000 on Sava. Hold overnight or sell and reload tomorrow. Brother.
Grokmar, okay, listen. It's your money. You do whatever you want. If it was my money, I would already be out of the majority of my position.
Yeah,
I would have sold probably anywhere between 50 and 75% of my position already. And I'd be holding maybe 25 to 35% of my position overnight. And then I would look for an opportunity to maybe reload it tomorrow. But at $39, $40, if it was me, I would be out of probably 75% of my position.
Yeah, man. Take that profit and put it in your pocket, man. That is the best place for it. Come on, man. You're up $4,000. Why do you need Mike to tell you that?
Yeah.
It's $4,000, brother.
Safest place for profits in your pocket. Always, if you have to listen, and Grokmar and anybody else that has like similar thoughts like that, if you have to ask that question, then that's your answer. Like if you're saying, hey, should I take profit or should I hold? The answer at that moment then would be, you should be taking profit, but you're greedy about how much more you can make. And you want somebody else to give you reassurance that it's okay to swing for the fences on this trade. And that's what you're doing when you're asking somebody that. Deep down you should be taking profit, but you're looking for somebody else to tell you, nah, this thing's going to the moon. Hold it, diamond hands. Yeah. That's what you're looking for, right? I get it. I understand how greed works. But that's why I teach a tier trading strategy, which is where you identify multiple profit targets. And when those profit targets are reached, you sell pieces of your position. And if it was me, I'd already be out of probably 70 to 75% of my position. I'd be holding about 25% of my position. And then if I get a chance to reload tomorrow, great. If the stock just gaps up to $43 tomorrow, then I'll just sell the final piece of the 25%. And I'll be done.
Dion Sandals said, when you want to take a screenshot of your account, it's time to take profit.
That is
I love that. I love that, man.
That is
so good.
Dion Sandals, I'm probably going to tweet that later.
You got to quote him, though. You got to say that it's from him, though.
quote Deion Sanders.
That is so good. That is so good. Well, I got goosebumps from that stupid thing. That was excellent.
That's a really good one. That's a really good
Got
one.
it.
So listen, guys, let me just go through this with you. So all the people that are on here that are not members, tonight's the last night for the sale that we've been running leading up to the Fed meeting. Before the price is going to jump. So if you guys are interested in the membership, guys can actually go to ttgoffer.com. You can enter the coupon code TTG121, and you have to manually enter the code and then click apply code. And the price will drop from the normal price, which is $22.12. It's a 45% discount. It drops all the way to $12.07. Okay. Drops all the way to $12.07. We had 17 laptops available for members that were going to be joining here this evening.
I'm gonna get them all. I'm gonna shout them all out right now.
Adam's going to shout them out now. We're down to 12. 5 people have already joined before I even talked about this. So I got a feeling these are going to go pretty quickly. So the next 12 people that go to ttgoffer.com, enter the code TTG121, click apply code. You get a 45% discount. It's the last night for it. The next 12 people to do that will get a free laptop. You'll know you're getting one if you see a laptop inside your checkout cart. That's how you know you're getting one of the free laptops. It's going to either be an Asus, Acer, HP, Dell, or Lenovo laptop. We even cover the shipping. We ship anywhere in the world. You don't have to enter your address when you join to get the laptop. After you join, you'll get a welcome email with instructions how to claim that free laptop. Okay. We got to welcome Christopher, Zinlin, Reho, Eric, and David. Guys, welcome to the TTG family, our newest members. Welcome to the TTG family.
I hope you guys are still on here. I'm sorry we didn't announce it sooner, but we were in the zone.
Yeah. So welcome to the family. We got a bunch of new members. Like I said, the next 12 people will get the free laptop, but you also get the entire platform. Understand that True Trading Group is not a Discord, and you're not just paying $12.07 just to get trade alerts. We are so much more than that. It's a platform. Okay. With your membership, you're going to be getting today's the premium investing and trading tools from today's top financial companies that if you purchased on your own would have cost you about $5,000. Now, that's a lot of money for the average retail trader to spend on tools. It's not a lot of money for the professional that works at Goldman Sachs, but these are the type of tools that professional traders use. They use more information, more data to make better decisions.
One thing real quick. Bro, I just got confirmation for free because there is no upsell for tools and courses. By the end of this week, futures trading will be available inside the simulator.
Oh, that's sweet.
I hope everyone just heard that.
Members, did you hear that? Our simulator, because right now our simulator lets you trade stocks and options. Now, at the end of the week, you'll be able to trade futures as well. That's exciting. You guys can trade futures 24/7 and practice on the simulator. That's sick.
That is at no extra cost to you guys. You are never charged for tools or courses.
That's so sick. That's so sick.
So I just actually got a Slack message from ETNA. It says futures should be ready for paper trading. Let me get the request to my tech team to get you set up. We'll CC you in the morning.
Excellent. Great news, guys. Thank you, Adam. Thank you to the development team for always making sure we've got the best tools on the street. So speaking of those tools, guys, what else is included when you guys join for the 1207? That's for the whole year, by the way. You don't have to pay more. It's 1207. That's it. And you get access to all of our courses, which is a simplified version, but I learned that I worked at the fund in New York. But you get all the top tools. You get Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed, which costs you over $1,000 if you went to Benzinga directly. It's free with your membership. You've got TradingView's premium charting software. You got Quote Media's full book level 2. You got unusual options activity with options flow directly from the CBOE. You got dark pool data from Polygon. You have the Trade Ideas scanner, the ETNA simulator, a social sentiment scanner, analyst ratings, insider buying, insider selling, short data. It's all included for the 1207. Those tools, however, if you went to those companies, go to Benzinga, go to TradingView, go to Quote Media, go to Trade Ideas, go to ETNA. If you want to buy these products that are on our platform, it's going to cost you about $5,000 a year. Don't do that. This is the value of the TTG platform. Adam and I have spent years building relationships with these companies so that we can have their products on our platform to empower retail traders like you, so you do not have to pay this crazy amount of money to get access to these tools. Bob, welcome. 11 left now. Welcome, Bob. There's 11 laptops now remaining for the next 11 people that go to ttgoffer.com and enter the code TTG121. But here's also something you're going to get when you join the TTG family. You're going to get a double your money back guarantee. Okay?
Bro, how can you do that?
I have no problem offering anyone that joins a double your money back guarantee. Yes, I did not stutter. I'm being dead serious. You'll pay $1,207. If you don't make back $1,207 at least once, I'm going to give you $2,414 back. That's the deal. You just have to go through our courses, pass our quizzes, and attend one study group. We do a study group every week. You just have to attend one. And if you don't make back the $1,207 at least once during your membership, I'll give you double your money back. Now I can
there is no catch to that.
Yeah, there's no catch to that, guys.
People are like, well, how do you know? How do you know I made the? We're gonna ask you.
Yeah, we're gonna ask you. You're gonna send us your brokerage statement, and we're gonna see. And if you didn't, well, then okay. Did you go through the courses? Yes. Did you pass the quizzes? Yes. Did you attend the study group? Yes. Did you make back $1,207? No. Okay. $2,414. And I can do that because I see the results that members have. We've only had to refund about 2.6% of our entire user base since 2016.
Facts.
We have a retention rate, meaning how many members renew their membership, of roughly 78%. We're 5-star rated on Trustpilot, over 1,750 reviews. Based on the reviews members leave, based on what members tell us, based on a 2.6% refund rate and a 78% retention rate, I can very confidently sit up here and say TG's worked for thousands of people.
Hold on. Devi Hoyn says, what if we couldn't pass the exam? If you can't pass the exam, there would be a problem because we do give you the answer key. And using the answer key does not disqualify you from the refund. So you'd have to not be able to use the answer key. You'd have to not know how to use the answer.
Don't cheat, though, guys. You get the answer
for sure.
key,
but I want people to know that if it comes down to the wire and you're like, that's not the catch.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
You will have the correct answers, but do not cheat. The answer key is there in case you get stuck on something. Okay. Don't just go through because you're only hurting yourself if you do that. The whole point, you're not joining True Trading Group to get your money back, your double your money back guarantee. That's not why you're joining. You're joining so you can actually learn to build a new skill that can take a $1,207 investment and turn it into a lifelong of financial dreams and goals that you never thought were possible. Not just taking 1207 and turning into 2414 and doing this over the course of a year. Like, you want to make sure you learn the material, you understand it, so that you can actually start becoming consistently profitable. That's what you want. So don't cheat. But if you get stuck on something, okay, and you really tried, you can't figure it out, you keep getting it wrong, then go to the answer key. Oh, that's it. Okay. And if you don't understand why that's the right answer, reach out to us. Remember, it's not just me. There's 9 other professional traders. There's 10,000 TTG members that are all willing to help, that are all supportive.
Yeah, so here's a fun fact about that refund policy. Did you know that roughly more people request an additional year for free than they do that money back guarantee?
Yep, facts.
That is more than what happens there. So for example, here's an email that I got today from a guy named Jason. I blurred out his last name. He says, Adam, I am coming up on my 1 year. I really love this group. However, I have not made back my initial investment. I have 2 big issues that I've been working through, and I finally feel like I'm there. I have been having a really hard time sticking to my stop losses, and I've been having a really hard time taking profit. Sounds kind of silly, I know. I have no problem getting into a trade. Most of the time they go my direction, and then I just don't get out until it turns into a massive loss. Regarding your money back guarantee, I am not requesting any money back. I'm just wondering if there could be any relief on another membership. I have listened to you guys on your Facebook Lives, because he obviously watches us on Facebook, and recall you giving another annual membership to another trader who was struggling. I had made great strides over the last few months to improve on my 2 weaknesses, and I feel I am now really close to becoming a profitable trader for the first time in over 5 years of donating money to Wall Street. Jason, I didn't respond back to you yet, but 1,000% the answer is yes. It's yours.
Yeah, we're happy to do it, Jason.
We're happy to do it for you, man.
And
happy. if you do take the refund, you do not need to give the laptop back. You keep the laptop.
Yes.
It's not conditional. That's not conditional.
Yeah, Jason, I'm more than happy to hook you up with a membership, brother. So, yeah, guys. So that's the deal here, and tonight's gonna be the last night for it. Included with the membership, so you got the 45% off. You've got the $5,000 worth of tools. You've got the double your money back guarantee.
Oh, there he is, Jason Craig. I didn't want to blow your anonymity, but there you are, brother. Yeah, it's our pleasure, man. It's our pleasure. So Linive Pompey says, "How do I sign up on this site? Is there another link?"
Link, we'll post a link in chat right now, but you can also just go to ttgoffer.com, then enter the coupon code TTG121, click apply code, check out, you're good to go. You guys also get 2 private study group sessions with your membership as well. So that's going to be a chance for you to get like some individual attention from one of the mods in 2 training groups. You can ask questions, go over topics you're unsure about, really help speed up your learning curve and get you guys started on the right foot. All right, guys. So again, that's ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. You get all of our courses. There's no upsells for more courses, okay? The courses are a simplified yet expanded upon version, what I learned when I worked at the fund in New York. So you guys are going to get yourselves access to all of them. You don't sign up, and all of a sudden there's these VIP courses that cost another $1,000. No. And it's all included when you guys join. All the courses, all the tools for just that $1,207. Double your money back guarantee, the free laptop for the next 11 people that join, and that's going to be good until midnight tonight. If you guys have any questions about the membership, okay?
Right. Or if you're a trial member, past trial, or existing current trial, past trial, or previous member.
Right. So if you have questions, if you're a current trial, a previous trial, or a previous annual member, send a text message to the phone number that's right down there at the bottom of our screen, 786-505-4049. If you're a trial member right now, like Rogelio, I think you said that you were a trial member. It's going to cost you over $1,400 if you want to upgrade from the trial to your annual membership. So if you guys want the $1,207 price, save yourself the $200. Send a text message to 786-505-4049, and we can hook you guys up with the $1,207 and get you guys the free laptop, double your money back guarantee, all of that. So if you have questions, send a text that number, or trial, previous annual member, you also text that number.
Yep. All right. No, let's keep going here. Let's pull the charts back up. I hate when I'm large on this screen. I guess I'm large on any screen. What, Mike?
Nothing.
All right. Wasn't very nice. All right.
Anybody have questions for me?
Ain't nobody give a shit. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm really excited for the Steve Leisman interview, man. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. I have a question for you.
I'm going to put on my internet.
We get it. I have a question for you. Can I ask it, or do you want to talk about how excited you are?
I haven't said anything.
All right. You come on here every single night, every day, every single night. You come on here and you talk about this being this great environment for everyone to learn how to trade in, for all this stuff, right? Like, oh, you got to get in, it's the best environment, whatever, right? I would like to know, other than the fact that it's volatile, right? Which obviously there's opportunity there, but there's a lot of new people that are new. Why would you encourage new traders to learn how to trade in this volatile of a market? Why?
The absolute
Can't they lose a lot more money?
You can lose the same amount of money in any market. The amount of money that you can lose in any market, it's all of it. So it's not like you can lose more in a bear market. In a bear market, yeah, in a volatile market, you can lose all your money. In a bull market, you can lose all your money. If you don't know what you're doing, the risk is always the amount of money that's sitting in your trading account. That's the risk. So the risk remains stagnant no matter what type of market environment that you're in. Because I don't care if you have $500 or $500,000 in your trading account. If you don't know what you're doing, you're going to lose all of it, regardless of the market environment that you're in. But when you are learning, there's 3 characteristics and 3 traits that no matter what style trader you are an absolute necessity if you want to become consistently profitable. And that is risk management, discipline, and patience. In a raging bull market like you had in 2021, where literally everything just went up, it creates a false sense of reality, a false sense of success, a false sense of reality, meaning, oh, this is how people think the stock market works, and it's not the norm. And it creates a lot of really bad habits because you get away with making mistakes. You get away with not stopping out when you're supposed to. You get away with just endlessly averaging down on your position. You get away with making all.
But so what? If you're making money, who cares, bro?
You get away with not taking profits when your targets are met.
Right, but so what? Because you're making money.
And then what happens when that stops happening, which is what happened this year? Everybody that made money last year, okay, I'm sure there's hundreds of people that are on this live stream that made a bunch of money last year, and you've lost all of it, if not more.
I don't know. Is that true? How many people on here made a bunch of money last year and lost it all and lost a lot of it this year? Go ahead, type the number 1 if you made a bunch of money last year and you lost some of it this year.
This will have to be for non-members.
Yeah. There you go. Emil Batiz, Brad Priest, DD Jack, negative to positive, Bill and yeah, all right. A lot of people.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Somebody goes, "What side? Whose side are you on?" I'm like, yours.
So, that's problematic. All right. You show me a successful trader. I don't care what their style is or what strategy they use. I'll show you a trader that's disciplined, that has patience, and has good risk management. In a volatile market, if you do not abide by these things and you don't follow rules and you make mistakes like not stopping out, endlessly averaging down on losing positions, you are punished brutally. And that will, when you're going through your learning process, okay, that it's no different than a kid realizing that I'm not supposed to touch a hot pan that's on the stove. Like, you touch it once, you burn your hand, you realize I'm never going to do that ever again. Learning in this environment will set you up because it's not every year that you get a more than 20% decline in the overall markets like this, where you have this kind of volatility. This is the best volatility I've ever seen in my life. So if you can control your risk and you can be disciplined in this environment, you are going to dominate when that slows down. Learning in this environment will set you up better in the long run than if you learned in, let's say, last year's environment. You're always better off learning in a more volatile environment because it will set the tone and it will build those core foundation traits of like discipline, risk management. Because you'll learn how to control risk management in a volatile market. You have to, because the stocks make such bigger moves. So like when you're going through the simulator and you're practicing and you're learning, you're getting familiar with how stocks move and where to put your stop loss and you're learning everything, it's the best time to do it. because that volatility actually will make it a little bit harder. And then it's like, it's no different than like, you know, a baseball player, right? A baseball player, when they're like practicing their swing, they use like a weighted bat. They use a heavier bat because it's harder to swing it. But that makes it easier to swing the bat when they get up there to the plate. So it's like when you're going through your training, you want to train harder so that the real thing is easier. That's the whole point. This environment is the most volatile environment that I've seen in my entire career. And that's providing you with endless amounts of trading opportunities, both to the downside and the upside. And you build the core foundation now, you're set.
There you go. All right, man. I think that's it. How do they know if they're getting a laptop tonight?
As long as you see a laptop inside of the checkout cart, when you go to tgdoffer.com, if you see a laptop inside your cart, that's how you know you're getting one. There's 11 left. Okay. You don't have to pay for shipping. We cover shipping. We ship anywhere in the world. You don't have to enter your address to get the laptop. You'll get a welcome email when you subscribe with instructions how to claim the free laptop. All right.
All right. Tomorrow's going to be a great day.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm excited for the live stream tomorrow because the amount of we told you so is going to be off the chain.
Yeah.
And if it isn't, we'll come up here and we'll take our licks like Ben, or you will. I'll hide behind in the production part.
No problem. That's fine with me. I look forward to it. No, it's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good day. We got a lot of, we have really solid trading plans. And we're just going to stick with it. You know, we have really solid trading plans for what the Fed, you know, how we're going to react based on what the Fed does and what the Fed says.
And I'm excited as a business owner because tomorrow or tonight at midnight, our price is going up above $12.50, which has been a long time coming.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, guys. Nice last night for that 1207 price point. I would save yourselves the extra couple bucks. Get your butts in chat tomorrow. That's what we're saying. Tonight's not the night for the trial. Tonight's the night for the membership. So you can get the discounted price, get the double your money back, get the laptop, the study groups, you know, get all of that, and then get your butts in chat for the Fed tomorrow and trade through this environment with us, and we'll guide you all along the way.
All right, show them the platform. I'm going to sign off.
Yeah, guys, so listen, if you're not interested in the membership, you can sign off the live stream now. Make sure you subscribe to the channel first, smash the like button.
Oh, we'll do the first set of code words for the next $5,000 giveaway tomorrow. Just letting you know that.
Okay.
Because I didn't get to announce it or explain it today. We have a lot of new members, so we'll do that tomorrow. Okay.
Okay.
Good.
All right. So, guys, so if you're not interested in membership, you can sign off. If you are interested in a membership, I'm going to actually show you the TTG platform now. I'll show you actually everything you get access to, the courses, the tools, everything that you get access to. I'm going to show you the platform so you guys can see everything that's included in the 1207 price point. Of course, you get the chat room where the mods and I share our screen. We're live on the mic. We're calling out trades. We're with you from 7:30 a.m. Eastern all the way through to the market close. You get to use the mobile app. The mobile app is available on iPhone or Android. So even if you're not in front of your computer, you can follow along with what we're doing. And you also get real-time push notifications on the mobile app whenever mods enter or exit trades. That's how so many of our members that have full-time jobs were able to benefit from the platform. You're also going to get 2 private study group sessions with one of our mods to ask questions and go through topics you're unsure about to help speed up your learning curve. You get the Benzinga Pro live news feed, live breaking up to the second news alerts. This will cost you over $1,000 if you go to Benzinga directly. It's free with your membership when you pay just $12.07. You get Trading Views premium charting software. That's about $600 a year. It's free with your membership when you join TTG. The Trade Idea Scanner will make sure you're always focused on the hottest stocks during the day. That'll cost you a few $100 a year. It's free with your membership when you join TTG. ETNA's simulator lets you trade stocks and options and soon to be futures with fake money. So you can practice implementing what you're learning in the courses. That's just under $1,000 a year. If you go to ETNA directly, it's free with your membership. Our own scanner that lets you create custom scans You get dark pool data, unusual options activity, options flow, stuff that used to only be available to professionals are now at your fingertips. That's the value of the TTG platform. You get a trading journal that tracks your trades and give you statistics on it. So you can see, break your trading down to the numbers. A social sentiment scanner will go through Reddit, StockTwits, and Twitter.
Hold on. Guys, we are doing the NFT giveaway. We're going to do it tomorrow. Okay, we're going to do it tomorrow. I did not get to announce it again in chat. There's a lot of people that did not know about it, and I want them to have a fair shot at it. So we will do that tomorrow. Okay? Do not worry. I want to make sure everyone's got a good shot at it. All right? So that's it. Thank you.
So social sentiment scanner, guys, will go through Reddit, StockTwits, and Twitter, and it tells you which ticker symbols are being mentioned the most on those platforms, so you can stay ahead of the crowd. Analyst ratings on any stock. You'll know how many analysts have a buy, sell, or hold rating. Insider buying, insider selling, short data, all included with your membership when you guys join TTG. We publish a watch list every morning, the stocks we're looking at and the game plan and how we plan on trading them. And then you get all of our courses. The courses, again, are a simplified yet expanded upon version of what I learned working at the fund in New York. There's beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, futures, you name it, we've got it. In text and video, whatever's easier for you to learn. There's no VIP courses that cost more money after you guys join. All right, you pay the $12.07, that's it, you get access to all of them. There's also a video library with about 300 hours of additional educational video content. These are workshops that we've conducted live with members, like how to grow a small account, how to trade working a full-time job, how to resist FOMO, how to build a long-term portfolio, etc. Right? And then you can actually attend these workshops live once you become a full-time member. But guys, it's time you invested in something real, something that can actually help you guys, reach your goals, something that can actually help you understand and build a new skill. Now, listen, I can't guarantee that you're going to be successful just because you joined True Trading Group. I can't guarantee that. But what I can guarantee is that if you go through our courses, you pass our quizzes, and if you attend a study group, if you do not make the 1207 back at least once during that time, I'm going to give you double your money back. That's what I can guarantee. And I can do that because we've only had to refund about 2.6% of our users, and about 78% of our users renew their membership. We're 5-star rated on Trustpilot. Go and check out our reviews. Over 1,750 people have left us a review. Go read them. You guys just have to go to ttgoffer.com, enter the coupon code TTG121. If you see a laptop in your checkout cart, that's how you know you're getting one. There's 11 left. You don't have to enter your address to get the laptop. You'll get a welcome email after you join with instructions how to claim the free laptop. If you have any questions, send a text to 786-505-4049. Again, that's 786-505-4049. The number is right down there at the bottom of your screen. If you have any questions, send a text to that number right now. If you are a trial member, existing trial member right now of True Trading Group, take advantage of this $12.07 price point. Otherwise, trial members, you're going to be spending over $1,400 if you decide you want to upgrade to an annual membership. If you are a trial member, send a text message to 786-505-4049. We'll whitelist your email address and we'll give you that $12.07 price point. Save yourself the over $200 that's going to cost you to upgrade later at the end of your membership, at the end of your trial, rather. Okay? So that's it, folks. Again, go to ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. Get your butts in chat. It's going to be a big day. One of the biggest days of the entire year. I can't wait. I'm excited for it. I've got a specific game plan. My TTG fam, you all have that game plan, and we're going to be there together tomorrow to go through it as a group. All right? Thanks for joining me tonight, folks. Subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, turn on notifications.